He's back.
How?
Look, I made that.
Hello, my name is Reggie, and this is Look, I Made That. To everybody who watched my Tomb Raider Stitch MOC video, thank you. While it didn't get as many views as some of my videos, a lot more of you who did watch it all the way through.
You love me! You really love me!
More likely you love Stitch. I mean, who doesn't?
Oh, Bobby. Oh, Bobby.
Anyway, Stitch is back for another video. So Stitch is an alien. And what alien doesn't need a battle mech, right? Don't question my logic. I guess I just really like this minifig. So he's getting some extra special treatment. He's got his own wave to surf on, the little spaceship that he came with, and now he's getting a battle mech. Recently I put together this Marvel Spider-Man mech, and I thought that it would be a pretty good base to start with. I'll use some more blue pieces to make it more Stitch's style, bulk him up a bit. I mean, his mech has gotta look tougher than Spider-Man's. He's so cute, he's gotta compensate.
Cute and fluffy!
I'm thinking about giving him a red jetpack, sort of in the style of his ship, and some forearm mounted plasma blasters, kind of in the style of the little handheld gun that he came with. So, I bought the Superman mech to get a lot of the base pieces I need in blue, but it would be a shame to not build an actual Lego set, especially after somebody did all that work designing it. So for starters, I'm going to build that, and then start breaking it down a bit and replacing and adding parts. Wow.
Wow.
In addition, I thought it would be a good idea to get a set with a lot of blue bricks to stock up my collection with the color that I think Stitch would prefer. I settled on this exotic parrot creator set. Again, it would be a shame not to build a beautiful set like this, so let's go ahead and build it, even though we're just going to take it apart in a few minutes. Wow.
Wow. It looks great.
Very nice. Fun fact, did you know that just by shifting a few pieces around, you can turn the exotic parrot set into an exotic falcon? Wow.
Wow.
Okay, enough of all that. Let's build Stitch's mech. He's getting impatient.
Hey, jumbo kagabli.
So for starters, I gotta see how Stitch is gonna fit in here. He's based off a child minifigure, so he's got those shorter legs that don't bend. And the minifigures in these mechs, they have to sit. Let's see how he fits. Geez, he's really in there. Come on, Clark. That's actually perfect. No stepping stool needed.
Or would you like me to find you a box?
I think it'll actually be easier to work on this in sections, so let the delimbing process begin.
Pay attention to what you're doing.
For his belt, I'm going to keep the pieces the same, just replace them with a different color. I'm probably going to be using a lot of translucent blue pieces here. I bulk ordered a bunch of them for his wave that I built, and I had a lot left over. I am planning on bulking him up a bit, so let's start with his chest. Look at that, he's got a 2-pack. I'm gonna work on his legs next. Unlike the Marvel and I guess DC mechs, I wanted him to have bendable knees and elbows. So I'm not gonna use those angled plates that they had. I'm gonna put some ball joints in there. I know that the ball joints will probably make him sit a bit taller, but that's okay. He's gonna be bulkier, and I think this will make him proportioned well. Speaking of bulking him up, I'm speeding through this part a bit. Mostly just adding tiles, and slope tiles, and slanted tiles, and all sorts of stuff just for adding mass and shape. Thighs are looking good, Stitch. Bro never misses leg day. For his feet, I do plan on using the same design as Superman's, just making them blue. It seems like a really good design for keeping him stable in whatever position you put him in. Looking good, but now we gotta bulk up and shape the lower legs. I think the shins need a bracket so that we can get some of these sloped plates on the front to give the shins a bit of a curve. In case you couldn't tell, I wasn't entirely clear on my vision for this part, so I'm just making it up as I go. Shooting from the hip, as they say. But wow. It's looking pretty good. So I'm thinking about actually using these angled plates to give him sorta shoulder fins. Kinda Gundam style. No! Gundam! Instead of ball joints for the elbows, I figured I would just use some hinges. I thought that would give it more of a natural movement. Now for those forearm-mounted plasma blasters I had talked about earlier. Now I know the plasma blasters he wields in the movie are more yellow with red highlights, but I figured if I'm gonna make his jetpack red to match his spaceship, I want his blasters to match as well. I guess if anybody thinks the color of his blasters aren't canon,
Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro!
I think we probably lost them at the title of Mecha Stitch. Now I was going to mount them with some sort of bracket, but I think putting them on these clip hinges will make them offset from his arm nicely and give him a little bit more aim. I also wanted his hands to be able to rotate at the wrist, unlike the other LEGO mech builds, so I'm using these Technic linkers to accomplish that. I also wanted his thumbs to be across from his fingers so he can actually grab stuff. The LEGO models had the thumb at 90 degrees from the other fingers, which looked good, but made it really hard to actually grab things.
Switch!
And I hate the Gundam shoulder wings. What do you think, Stitch?
Jetpack Gabby.
Yep, I totally agree. There we go, that looks much better. And now it's time for his jetpack.
And you know what jetpacks can get you, Anakin? Master, please don't. The high ground.
Wow. This wound up really cool. Cooler than I expected. And bigger, too. I may have overdone it on the jetpack, but I like it. Alright, let's see what he can do.
Okay. Lilo. Lilo Twister!